Good morning, YouTube. It is currently 5:48. I don't know why I'm up this early, but this is the first video of me just posting content. So I had tried to do this before, and the goal was to get to do a video of me getting down to 10% body fat, and then I never posted because just like a lot of people, I struggle with videoing myself in the gym and doing all that. So, but I'm going to start this video off. I mean, it's way too early. So, but I'm up. I'm gonna go to the gym this morning super early. I got a lot of stuff to do. But I'm gonna take my dog on a walk first, and then on that walk, I'm gonna kind of talk a little bit about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and everything that we need to know about it. But first, let's do a little physique update. Every morning, I start my day with some L-glutamine. Do a lot of this for my gut, which I'll get into a lot of that here in a little bit. But I'm gonna go 10 grams of L-glutamine. Get the trusty scale out. So 10 grams of L-glutamine, and then I'll drink this. And then with it, I'll do 2 servings of these fish oils. So I do 2 in the morning on empty stomach, and then 2 right before I go to bed. And then every other day, I'll do some iron. So I do it every other day. It's just easier on my gut, but it helps my gut. So I just started taking these, I think literally last week. So, but I'm going to take these pills now, and then I'm gonna go walk the dog, and I'll do my pre-workout meal. So take you along for the walk, kind of go a little bit more into everything. You ready to go for a walk? You ready to go for a walk? Okay. Out walking the pup this morning. So I normally don't wake up this early on Sundays, but honestly, I couldn't sleep. I'm gonna be nothing crazy, but just couldn't sleep. So, but I wanted to talk about why I'm starting to do this. So long story short, I've been wanting to film content for a very long time. But I deal with, I think a lot of people call it like imposter syndrome. And so today I was like, you know what? Last night I was driving home. I was like, screw it. I need to film, and I'm going to start filming, and I have to get over that kind of that fear of filming, because I need to find stress relievers, and I love watching YouTube. And I was like, I think making fitness content will become that stress reliever for me. So, plus I want to showcase somebody like me that works, 35, 40 plus hours a week running and building a gym, how I have to structure my workouts and how I have to work out to continue to get my days in and to get everything I need to do. So, yeah. I also want to put out a disclaimer. Yesterday, or starting Monday, I started a kind of a refeed from a diet. So I'll post kind of all of that, but I went from 230 to 216 or 215, I think it was 216. Did my body fats, went from 20% to 16.5%. So now I'm on a maintenance kind of phase block, kind of while I get through summer, but I will say this has been relatively easy. And so after June, I actually might get back into a cut. But before all of that, I got blood work done and my estrogen levels are super low. Estrogen, testosterone is low. A lot of that is. So I need to get that changed. So I'm seeking out potential TRT, and then I'm going to take HMG, and then there was one more. I might start taking them. Only issue is I still want to have kids. So my wife is currently pregnant with our first daughter, and she's going to be born in October. And so, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to sacrifice my ability to have kids because we want to have 2 to 3 more. So we'll see. And then I also got a GI map done. So I had some levels come back from my thyroid, and my thyroid wasn't looking super good. So because of that, did a GI map. So I'm going to see what that looks like. And then based off of that, we're going to kind of make some dietary changes or do some stuff for my diet. And then kind of go from there. So I'm working with a registered dietitian to kind of help with a lot of that kind of stuff. So, okay, back from the walk, changed into the gym fit, and now we're gonna do my pre-workout meal. I'll probably go to the gym in 30 to 45 minutes. So first item, we're gonna go, now I will say this meal is pretty bland for the most part, but honestly, it makes me feel really good in the gym. So I'm going to do 250 grams of white rice. 250 grams there. And then I follow it with 120 grams of cooked chicken. I eat a pretty basic diet, but for me it works. It's easy. Everything I make here is easy for me to make, so why not? And then I throw on some salt. Okay, so while that's going, with every meal I take a super enzyme, and then I take this as well. So I take these just to kind of get everything flowing, get everything kind of moving better, get all the proteins, fats, and carbs. So for every meal, I'll do 2 super enzymes. I'll do one of the betadine, pepsin. I'll do one of these. With every meal, and then while I'm eating 2, I'll take my 2 multivitamin, and I also take a zinc plus psyllium. So again, this is just for my gut. Like I said before, I'm really trying to get my gut kind of locked in place. So I'm gonna eat this, and then most importantly, I have to feed the pup. So this guy, he's gonna get, move the camera around here. He's gonna get 1 scoop of food. This is a crazy angle. Ugh. Gets 1 scoop of food. Drop that in there. And then with his food, he's been having a lot of allergies. So, but then with his allergies, he does 4 fish oils. So even he's getting his fish oils in. So let me get those in. So he also gets 1 allergy pill. So he gets a little bowl just like this. So he eats 4 scoops a day. He did have a surgery on his intestines, and this just seems to work better for him on that sense. So he's gonna have. Oh, look, he's like a good boy. Yeah, he's hungry. So he's gonna have this as well, and then he's gonna be chilling while I go to the gym. But here we are. So this is going to be my pre-workout drink. So still sipping on the Monster Energy, and I'm gonna come back with in a Nova Pump. So I've been taking this on my upper body days. I'll do 1 full scoop. On my lower body days, I'll do a half scoop of this, and then I have a Jacked Factory Pump Surge. This is all right. Not the greatest one I've had. Nothing that I would be like, you need to get this one. But I bought it, so I'm like, well, I need to use it. So, but I'm gonna come back with 1 scoop here of this, add that in, and then I'm gonna make a little intra drink, which is just gonna be creatine, some potassium, and then I just have some intra workout EAA. So that is gonna be all that. I'm gonna drink that before, so I can get a sick pump. It's really what matters today. Today's all about the pump. It really is. It really is. So get this rolling, and then I will see you guys in the truck. I had a whole thing filmed. I had done it when I was sitting there eating, explaining everything, and then I went back and looked at it, and it was nowhere to be found. So I forgot to hit play and record. So, but nonetheless, I have a 6-minute drive to the gym, and I think we can get what we need to get done in that time. So I'm going to chug this super fast. I'm going to make my intra workout drink, and then we're off, baby. Holy cow. Okay, so I don't think this is gonna stay at all. But I got my tripod. I have my tripod set up, and it's leaning against my headboard. But anyways, so like I said, I was trying to film a video, and I was kind of explaining everything, but whoa. This is what I was talking about. Hold on. Okay. So, oh my gosh. So filming a video didn't work. So now here we are. So, but yeah, so I go to the gym 4 days a week, and then on those 4 days I do cardio as well. So I used to go to the gym Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, but now with my work schedule, with it being summer, so I run a performance gym in Salina, Texas, so out here in Dallas, and so now summer's in play. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9, pretty much 8:30 to 6, I am working. So I don't get home until 6:30 at night, and then I also take my dog to daycare in the morning. So my Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays are cooked. So I was like, there's no way, like, not gonna do that, not gonna go to the gym, not which is everything I had to do. But my Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sundays were pretty flexible. So I don't go in until 11 on both of those days. And so I was like, you know what, let's do it. So now I'm working out those days, and then Saturday and Sunday I have off, except for now on Saturdays I'm gonna go in for an hour. So apologize about the janky tripod here. So so I'm doing cardio 4 days a week, lifting 4 days a week. So I'm doing an upper lower split, just keeping it super basic. I just have enjoyed doing it. I've enjoyed this training block. This thing is just gonna drive me nuts. But low budget content creator. So, But so yeah, this first week, so what I'm doing is kind of an undulating style of programming. So week 1 is going to be kind of high volume, week 2 is going to be moderate volume, and then week 3 is going to be low volume. And let me rephrase that, not volume, but more reps. So doing reps for that. So high reps, low reps, or medium reps, low reps. So for today, we're going to be kind of in the 15 to 18 or the 20 to 25 rep range. We're just going to leave this the way it is, by the way. It's just nothing we're going to do about it. So I don't have a car adapter to it. So we just have the tripod literally leaning against the headboard. So, but we are doing upper body today. But yeah, so we're doing higher reps. Oh my goodness gracious, that's too much. So I need to get a new tripod. But so anyways, we're going to get to that in the gyms. We're going to do higher rep stuff today. So you're going to see a T-bar row, a lat pull down. We're going to do close grip bench instead of weighted dips because I do not have my dip belt when I'm not at the gym, like the gym that I operate. So instead, we're just going to rock with close grip bench press. Go pretty heavy on that. I haven't benched in a hot minute, so we'll see what I get on that. So, but yeah, we're going to go upper body. Upper body today, and then we're going to do some cardio, and then I got to go to the store, run some errands, which I don't imagine I'm going to take you guys through that. So I'm thinking today I'm just going to do pre-workout kind of introduction, kind of show you guys in the gym. I don't run this gym, I just work out at this gym. So go to the gym, get freaking juiced up, swole, upper body, annihilate the chest and the back, and then we're just going to rock. So, but nonetheless, here we are. So me, this is kind of like a stress reliever, is doing this content stuff. So I've been wanting to do it for a long time. So I will say, me coming in here with this tripod and going to be filming this is a pretty big step. I don't know if I'm going to do voiceover. I don't know if I'm going to talk while I'm doing it. I'm going to bring the mic in there. I'm going to have the mic on me, and I'm going to film. And if, by golly, I have the balls to talk, then we're going to talk and we're going to kind of chat. But this is really hard for me to do, I'm going to be honest. So I'm pretty nervous. This is probably the first session I've actually been really nervous for. But I just say, like, YouTube, like long form content, I love to digest and I love to like look at, and it's just like to consume that kind of form. And I love being able to kind of spread knowledge and wealth. I mean, that's why I'm a coach. That's why I run a gym. That's why I operate in all that kind of sector. So it's like, it's already a part of what I do. So I'm kind of like, why not just share what I do and kind of like what my knowledge is? Because I don't look at it like, I mean, you guys saw the physique photos. It's not like I'm 10% body fat now. Like, I'm trying to get to 10% body fat. So, like, that's the goal I'm trying to get to. So, but I also have a kid on the way. I have to work 40 plus hours a week, running the gym. Like, there's only 3 of us that work at this gym, and we're trying to build a second location. So it's like marketing, training, building the standards that need to be done, dealing with like cleaning and like everything else that involves in the gym. Like, all of that has to be done. And so, but then having family time, and all of it. So it's a lot, but, and then just having balance of just like, fitness doesn't consume my life. I enjoy it. I want to do it. But so. Lift is done. Upper body day was insane. The last thing that I did was I did a cable curl, one set of 20 to 25 reps. I didn't get that one on video. I was honestly shot from the lift, and so it was just curls. So, but it's absolutely pouring outside. But I'm gonna go get gas and then eat my post-workout meal. But I'm just gonna wrap up the video now because the rest of the day is pretty much eating, shopping, chores around the house. So nothing really fitness related a ton. I'm just gonna get some gas though right now. But once I get into the spot here, upper body day was awesome. So feeling good from the lift. Was gonna do cardio. I was planning on doing some cardio, but I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna play 2 hours of basketball today. I should be fine with cardio. So, but I'm gonna get this gas going really quick, and then I'm gonna come back with kind of some closing thoughts on the lift overall. So, and just honestly the whole vibes. But no, so I just really wanted to say I thought it was, one of those things where for so long I've been wanting to film content in the gym, to film content in general, and I was so scared to do it and like film myself working out. There was one time, literally before I started the cut, where I had made I did all these videos, literally kind of the same thing I'm doing today, and I was like, I'm gonna go film myself working out, and I never did because I was so afraid of what people would think. And I went in the gym today, and I really don't think, maybe there's this one guy that was kind of he was kind of weird with it, but I don't know, he just kept like looking, I don't know, it was just, doesn't matter, regardless, beside the fact, it doesn't matter, right? But he never approached me or anything like that. So I thought it was funny because it's like this whole time I've been wanting to do this. Like this has been something I've been wanting to do just for enjoyment, pure enjoyment. And because I love making videos and I love talking. So, damn, gas is already gone. And so I, for the longest time, I've been wanting to do this. And I've never done it because I've always been whatever, oh, somebody's gonna judge me like this, somebody's gonna judge me from that, or whatever, and literally none of that happened. So it goes to show you that, do what you want to do. Nobody's going to judge you, and guess what? If they are, they're going to judge you regardless. So, no, I just thought that was, something that, again, for the longest time, I've been like, I want to shoot content, but I don't want to like look weird. I don't want to do da-da-da-da. But it's like, I love fitness. This is literally, I pay my bills, take care of my family because of my knowledge in the space. And so it's like, why not just post what I do on a daily basis, and maybe a couple people find it motivating. And it's like, I went to the gym today and filmed, and it was like nothing. Nobody cared. Like, nobody said a thing to me. Nobody was like, who the fuck is this weirdo posting shit? So, I don't know. So, kind of a breath of fresh air. It's like one of those things we got to rip the Band-Aid off, but, which is nuts because it's like, again, I enjoy it. So, like, why does it matter what anybody thinks? But then it's like, two, it's, this is what I do for a living anyways. Like, I train athletes, and I have a gym built, with a buddy and we've crushing the gym business. So it's like, I obviously know what I'm doing. It's just like, got to get on the content side. And I absolutely have shredded my gut. So I had 3 brownies yesterday. I told myself I'm not going to get above 220, and woke up this morning at 221. So gotta tighten back up. So, because can't be trying to maintenance and trying to stay at like 215 to 218 really is kind of my range. So, but I don't know. Next video I'll probably go more into that as we're kind of growing, kind of as I figure out my plan for what I want to do content wise. Kind of go. But that was upper body day. The next day I'm going to be posting would probably be Tuesday or Wednesday. So, but nonetheless, I appreciate you guys watching the video. Any question, comments, leave them in the comment section if you guys want to see specific things of how kind of I do things. But this is just an upper body day. Absolutely insane pump. Can't even see it. I don't know why the fuck I just did that, but insane pump. Pre-workout meal, and then I said my post-workout meal is just gonna be a shake and 2 English muffins. So, and then I'm playing basketball later today. So, but nonetheless, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I'm excited to keep going. So, yeah, that is all. So, peace.